Hello, my name is Leslie Grubbs, and I'm an elementary school teacher in Gwinnett County Public Schools. I've been teaching elementary school drama for the past 16 years. Thank you to Amy Walker, who created some wonderful videos on YouTube trying out different accents, like 21 accents and the fun tour of American accents. She gave me the idea to create my own video for my students so that they could practice accents at home as well. The best way to learn an accent is to do just that. Listen to a recording or watch a recording of someone doing that accent, pause the recording, repeat after them, and try as hard as you can to sound like they did. Then rewind it, listen again, and repeat it again. And do that as often as you can until you have mastered that accent. So I hope that you enjoy my video, Mrs. Grubbs, the Drama Queen's Extravaganza of Accents. Enjoy. Hello. The first kind of accent that I'm going to teach you about today is the high-class British accent. The high-class British accent is very high-pitched and they enunciate their words very clearly. So if I was going to say, my name is Leslie Grubbs. I am 29 years old. Did I hear a snicker out there? Please do not snicker. I am 29 years old and I was born in London, England. Jolly good. Cheerio. And also, you expect me to believe that? Yeah, that's right. The next kind of accent is the second kind of British accent. It is called Cockney British. And notice it's a little bit choppy. It's choppy because I'm dropping some of my letters. Like, for instance, if you listen, I didn't say the T's in my word letters. Sometimes I'll also drop my H's. So if I was going to say I'm going to walk down the hall, I might say I'm going to walk down the hall. So if I was from down in London, England, but I was lower class and a little bit, ruddy, a little bit more like the street kind of person from the streets of England, then I might sound a little bit more Cockney like this. It's also in the back of your throat a little bit. So you got to get a little bit guttural sound back in the back of your throat. So if I was going to say, my name is Leslie Grubbs, and I'm 29 years old. That's right, don't laugh. I'm 29 years old and I was born in London, England. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Go ahead. Go on now. And also, you expect me to believe that? Yes, to do the Italian accent, it helps me to do my hand like this. I don't know why. And I just add a little R at the end of everything I say. Also, sometimes I think of a sentence that will help me to remember. So I think, a spicy meatball. That is what I think. So I would say, my name is Leslie Grubbs and I'm from Italia. No? Yeah, I'm from Italia. And also, you expect me to believe that. Oh. The French also, when I do the French accent, I like to put my hand like this. I do not know why. I just do it and it helps me. I also think of Pepe Le Pew, on the Bugs Bunny cartoons. That helps me. The French people do not say the TH sounds. They say a T, excusez-moi. They say a Z for that sound. And they also would say, ooh la la, and that helps me as well. So I would say, my name is Leslie Grubbs. Je m'appelle Leslie Grubbs. And I am 29 years old. Yes, I am. And I am from France, specifically from Paris. Ooh la la. And I would also say, you expect me to believe that? Oh. To do an Irish accent, you must emphasize your R's. It's also very breathy. So if you say a WH sound, you wouldn't say what, you would say what. Sometimes instead of saying you would say Hugh. So thank you to Tracy Callahan, who helped me in my voice and diction class at Oklahoma State University to learn how to do my Irish accent. But especially thank you to Lucky the Leprechaun from the Lucky Charms commercial, because that is what I think of when I want to think of my Irish accent. I think blue diamonds and green clovers. Say that. Blue diamonds and green clovers. So I would say, hello, my name is Leslie Grubbs. I am 29 years old and I'm from Dublin, Ireland. And I would also say, you expect me to believe that? Yeah, man, you're feeling iron, no problem, man. Now, the people in Jamaica, man, they do say man, not man, but man, as in M-O-N. Them people's my peeps. People in Jamaica, man, they do say no problem, man, and play man in places like Montego Bay, we call it Mo Bay, and some of the tourist areas like Negril. So if I was in they also do not say their TH sounds, they say a D sound sometimes for their TH sounds, and sometimes they drop their H's, and instead of saying harm, they might say arm. So for instance, I would say, yo man, no problem man. My name is Leslie Grubbs and I am 29 years old, man, and I am from Jamaica, Mo Bay, Jamaica, as a matter of fact. And I will also say, you expect me to believe that, man? G'day, mate. I'm from Australia. It's a lot like the British accent, just a little bit, but it sounds a little bit more like Australian. You can think about Crocodile Dundee, you can. G'day, mate. My name is Leslie Grubbs and I'm from Australia. I'm a good right Aussie man. And I would also say, have a Vegemite sandwich. You expect me to believe that? Hello, I'm from Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn. So we're going to start talking about some accents in America now. Now, when you live in New York, in Brooklyn, you talk with a little or sound when you talk. And you might say things like, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Or you might say, hey, I'm walking here, like Amy Walker said. And her name is Amy Walker. That's right, that's what I said. So, if you are talking, it's also very much up into your nose. It's a little bit nasal. When you talk, when you're from New York, you should be able to feel the vibrations in your nose when you're talking. So you can think about people like Fran Drescher on The Nanny. It sounds kind of almost whiny because it's up in the nasal passages so much. So if I was from New York, specifically Brooklyn, I would say, my name is Leslie Grubbs. It was actually Grubstein, and I changed it. I shortened it. So what? So, call me crazy, all right? Listen, don't make me feel guilty. Whatever you do, don't make me feel guilty, all right? And I am 29 years old. Yes, I am 29 years old. And do not tell me that I'm not. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? And I am from Brooklyn, New York. Now, if I was from Long Island or New Jersey, then it would be even more nasally, and I would open my mouth even wider, and I would talk even louder. So I might say, I'm from New Jersey, or I might say, I'm from Long Island. And I would also say, you expect me to believe that? But now, if you're from down south, especially if you're the high-class Southern ladies, like perhaps the ladies in Charleston, South Carolina, the people with lots of old money, shall we say, then you would talk more like this. You talk a little bit slower, and you might emphasize your words a little bit more. You might stretch them out a little bit more. And you might even add a few extra syllables to your words. And you might say something like, my name is Leslie Grubbs. That's right, from the old family Grubbs that are known from Charleston and down Beaufort, South Carolina way as well. You may have heard of my family. Yes, and I am 29 years old, and I don't want to hear anything else about that. And I was born in Mobile, Alabama, but I am now residing in my family's home here in Charleston, South Carolina. And I would also say, you expect me to believe that. Then there's the other kind of southern accent where you really emphasize your R's and you live down south like Honey Boo Boo and her family. You watch that show? You know what? I eat spaghetti with ketchup and butter too, yeah. So people sometimes call these people country, and sometimes people call them rednecks, which is very, very rude. So if I was from down south Georgia, like maybe down by Colquitt or someplace like that, I might sound like this. And I might say, my name is Leslie Grubbs. I'm from Colquitt, Georgia, and I'm 29 years old. I just look a little bit older than that because I've been working out in the sun out with my daddy's tractor. That's why. And I am from, like I said I was from Colquitt, Georgia. I'm 29 years old. Oh, and here's what else I would say. I would say, you expect me to believe that? Huh? Now, Texas accent is a lot like them other accents over there, but it's a little bit more clenched jaw because Texas actually is southwestern. They're not deep southern like the other people think they're southern, because they don't eat grits, for one thing, very much. Not very many Texans eat grits, and they don't know how to make them good either. So Texas people, they sound like their jaws kind of clenched, like they have a big load of chaw back in the back of their jaw like this. So they would say, my name is Leslie Grubbs. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I am 29 years old. And they would also say, you expect me to believe that? Now, if I was from California, then I might sound more like this, and I might not emphasize my vowel sounds very much. And I might also kind of emphasize my R's a little bit. And I might talk a little bit like this, and I might say like a lot. Now, this isn't everyone who lives in California, but especially the people who live in like Los Angeles, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, like OMG, that's where I live because I like to shop up on Rodeo Drive. You know how it is. So people like the Kardashians and Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton and all of those girls, they kind of talk like that because they're from California, and this is how people in California sound. So if I was from California, especially, like I said, Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive, that kind of thing, I would sound like this. I would say, my name is Leslie Grubbs, and I am from Los Angeles, California, and I am 24 years old. Yeah, because in California you have to be very young or you don't have a career at all. So, and I would also say, you expect me to believe that? Like, OMG. So that's it for the Mrs. Grubbs, the drama queen extravaganza of accents. I did 12 if you were counting. And don't forget, students, to answer that discussion question on my e-class page. And if you would like to make your own video trying out some of these accents yourself, you are free to do so and upload those, and we can view them and make comments as well. Please make sure that all of your comments are positive, and make sure that everything you say in your videos is appropriate for school. I hope you enjoyed my extravaganza of accents. Keep on practicing those accents, and someday you can be a drama queen just like me. Ta-ta!